I'm chatting it up with Dr. John Kedrowski. John, this is fun having you in here.
Hey,
We've talked numerous times about getting you in here to be a part of our show, part of our epic local program, and our series literally highlighting people from around the community that in multiple different ways have made different impacts. And I came to your mountain weather class at Walking Mountains about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and I learned a lot. But you're kind of amazing, and you probably heard that from lots of people. You need to wear a Superman outfit or something.
I don't know
Honestly,
about
what you do, because it's amazing what you do. But I want to talk about really where you came from, what your background is that led you to doing what you do. So you got about 4 minutes to start rolling it out. What do you have? Tell us.
We don't have much time, Mark.
I know.
Well, I mean, I started out here growing up in Colorado, and when I was about 10 years old, I was taken up on the Mount of Holy Cross, and from there I saw all these other mountains in multiple directions, and you know, you learn what the highest mountain in the world is when you're a young kid, and that's Everest. Yeah. And so that sort of drew me. And I said, you know, someday I'm going to climb Everest. I just don't know how or when or where. And I figured my vehicle would be first just through education. So I ended up, you know, going through grad school for geography, weather, and climate, and getting a PhD in that.
So your PhD is in geography, weather, and climate. Okay.
Yeah, and so that would allow me to, let's say, go and get research grants to travel to places to do different types of research first, but then I spent 2 summers on Mount Rainier as a climbing ranger doing studies that were related to permit system management, and then that honed in my skills as a climber and a mountaineer. And then I got a chance to go to Everest in 2012. And then when I started visiting a lot of these places, sort of my thirst for travel over the years in the summers, because I'm sort of surrounded with the academic calendar now as a professor, right, allowed me to go to places, and then people would come to me and say, oh, we want to go there. Could you take us? Could you lead us? And I'm like, wait a minute.
You see something else.
Yeah, a way to mentor to people, guide people, lead people into other places. And then kind of with my own business called NOD Enterprises, I was able to sort of develop a business and a program that's surrounded by the outdoors, sort of helping people reach their goals, and then pulling more clients through, for example, teaching skiing at Vail with Vail Resorts too. So it's been sort of an evolution of a career over the last 5 to 7 years especially, but we all move here for the mountains, and so why not pursue your passion?
So that is your passion when it comes down to it. It's that, and you dabble in it every day in multiple different facets, and you're gathering some people. You're going to Everest in May?
I'm heading there in March, actually, to go back to
for another track.
Yeah, I have some clients that want to, follow me along to go to the base camp, and then a couple of them actually at some point are aspiring to climb Everest, and so we'll actually climb a smaller mountain called Lobache East, which it's not that small, actually. It's 20,000 feet, but they'll get a little bit of a taste of a view like this, where it's 20,000 feet. You get the view of Everest, and they get to sort of see if they really want to try climbing at those heights or climbing higher at some point.
So you've been on top. How many times have you been on the top? How much times have you summited Everest?
Well, I've been to the summit once, and then I went back in 2015 as a co-leader of an expedition, but we got canceled because of the earthquake. Right. And then I'll be back there this season leading a trek, and then usually don't reveal what your secrets are, but you know, there's a chance I could be back on the mountain again this season.
I hope
hint,
you
hint.
are. And during that weather class, we talked a little bit about that elevation at 30,000, or what's the elevation of Everest?
29,000 feet.
So you're up there, like you said, you're up there in the jet stream. Like you can hear the jet stream.
Next time you're in a plane, look out the window. That's sort of what I tell people, because when you're in an airplane, you're riding in the jet stream, and scientifically, that's 33% of the amount of oxygen at sea level, or 66% less atmospheric pressure. So it's really hard to breathe, but you can, just like anything else, if you train for a marathon, if you train for a race, the human body can adjust to those levels of lack of oxygen over slow acclimatization, and that's how people can survive at those heights.
All right, here's the deal. We don't have enough time to get into this deeper. You have books available. People want to find out more about it. What's your website real quick?
It's just johnkedrowski.com.
Easy.
Yeah, pretty simple. Books are on there. We even do listings of the events. I have a monthly newsletter that people can sign up for, and it's just to kind of promote the outdoors and help people reach their goals as well and inspire people to get out there. I'm
going to get you back in here again and again and again because you have a lot to share. Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, John. John Kedrowski, johnkedrowski.com. We have weather coming up next.